Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago video, and today we're going to be taking a close look at the upcoming Spinjitzu Burst LEGO Ninjago sets. These are going to be the new line of spinners coming in summer of 2020, and in this video we're going to be looking at some new HD images of the sets themselves, as well as analyzing the minifigures that come in these sets, and we'll also be explaining in detail how exactly these new Spinjitzu Burst spinners are going to work, along with a few of my personal thoughts along the way. If you go on to enjoy today's video, please take 2 seconds to leave a like rating down below. Let's try and reach, I don't know, maybe 3,000 likes. We'll set it at that for this video as we have 3 different sets in this wave of spinners. As you most likely know, the 3 sets include Spinjitzu Burst Lloyd, Spinjitzu Burst Kai, and Spinjitzu Burst Cole. Now, these are the only 3 ninja that are going to be coming in their own Spinjitzu Burst set, and this is very typical for LEGO to do this nowadays. They're not going to give every single ninja their own $10 set, because that would just be way too repetitive. I mean, these 3 in themselves are very repetitive, other than the minifigures and just different colors. Now, before we move on to the actual set contents itself and how it's going to work, I want to quickly showcase the artwork on the back of these packages. Not only do we get to see one of these Skull Sorcerer's henchmen in the back, or that skeleton back there, but also we get to see the ninja minifigure from the set doing Spinjitzu, or in this case Spinjitzu Burst, supposedly. But the main thing I want to point out here that I thought was notable to mention in this video is the fact that the artwork itself doesn't look any different than just regular Spinjitzu, and so I don't see any aspect Burst Spinjitzu or Spinjitzu Burst. There's nothing unique really here that sets it apart from regular Spinjitzu, so who even knows if in the episodes it'll look any different. But once again, this is just artwork. That's just my sort of thinking as I'm looking at this on the back of the boxes. But let's move on to the play sets themselves, or these spinners. Each one comes with a launcher, which once again looks very similar to Spinjitzu Slam. It's basically the same exact mechanism, just with different bricks around it. However, we get an exclusive minifigure in each one, which is really cool, and then we get the spinner itself. Now, also something notable to point out is that each of the minifigures come with their own like straw hat if you want to take off their ninja wrap. And I think it's pretty cool that they all get, you know, their color, well, except for Lloyd. I don't know why he didn't get a green one. LEGO just kind of got lazy and, you know, decided that, nah, we're not going to make Lloyd a green hat. We'll just give him a gray one. But I mean, nonetheless, the sets themselves, this is what we are accustomed to receiving in these $10 sets. So it's not really that big of a surprise what you're going to be getting here. You get the launcher, you get the spinner, you get the minifigure. That's what we are very used to getting in these sort of $10 sets. Now, right off the bat, I just want to give a little bit of criticism on that blue rubber band. I'll explain exactly what that rubber band is for later on. But why did they have to choose such a bright, like, sky blue color? It just doesn't fit in with everything else. I think they could have chose a different color once again, but who really knows? Next up, let's talk about the minifigures themselves, because this is going to be a huge drive to buy these sets, is just to get these exclusive minifigures. LEGO has figured out that people will buy these $10 sets just to get the minifigure, even if they, you know, aren't super interested in the spinner or the contraption itself. You know, everyone wants to collect these minifigures, and at $10, it is a good deal to get a minifigure like this. My favorite one out of these 3 is Cole here. I just really like the black with the accents of sort of like a molten lava or molten magma look. I think that looks really cool. But Kai also has a pretty nice fig. These remind me a lot of the Air Jitsu and the Energy Ninja that we got back in the day, which were some of my favorite minifigures. So I'm very pleased with how the minifigures came out for these sets. If you follow my community posts that I do every once in a while here on my YouTube channel, you guys would know that I've been doing a lot of exams for school lately these last couple weeks. They're almost over as of this time, but in that time, obviously, I've been really busy. Not a lot of time for videos, which, you know, that's just kind of how life works sometimes. But in this time, I've still been, you know, reading comments a whole bunch and seeing what other people are talking about, like on Instagram. And a lot of people are talking about, you know, how are these spinners actually going to work? And so I was able to find some cool images here, some new ones that I haven't really seen anywhere else. And with them, we get to see exactly how, you know, these things or these spinners are going to work. And let me just say, they're kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not exactly sold on how these look or how these function, but they're unique. And you guys know, if you guys follow my channel, that I do like whenever LEGO tries something new, tries something very different. And I think these are relatively in that sort of range. The launcher, basically identical, there's nothing new there. But the fact that whenever you launch this spinner, there is some sort of, the rotational force thrusts these like crystal rock pieces on the outside of the spinner outward, and then they snap back immediately, kind of creating this barrier around the minifigure, or like a defense mechanism. And of course, all that is because of the rubber band. So it'll stretch out due to the force and then come back in and kind of like clap against the minifigure. So very interesting concept. I'm curious to see it in hand whenever we get the sets, or if we get promotional videos of them, to see the relative force that these spinners have as they, come apart and then clamp together. Because as you guys know, it's a rubber band, and that's going to really, snap back. So that'll be interesting to see, and I kind of like that idea. We'll just have to see if it lives up to expectations. Now, in all honesty, whenever I take a step back and look at what is in each set as a whole, I think these are definitely worth the $10 price point, and it's most certainly worth just picking up one to see what you think of the spinner, and on top of that, you get a cool minifigure. So I think it's definitely worth the price, as a lot of these $10 spinner sets for Ninjago, in my opinion, usually are. So with that, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I'm definitely going to be picking up all three whenever they come out in summer 2020 for Season 13 of LEGO Ninjago, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinions down below. And also, why do you think they chose a blue rubber band? Let me know. But anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video. I'm SpitBrix. Check out one of the videos on screen right now for more LEGO content. Subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on so you guys do not miss out on any further LEGO content. Leave a like on this video if you guys did go on to enjoy. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, coming very soon.